The conjunction of Rahu, the North Node, with the Ascendant in Synastry is one of the most potent, magnetic, and destabilizing placements in karmic astrology. In Vedic tradition, Rahu is the head of the dragon, an insatiable, shadow planet that represents obsession, worldly desire, and the specific evolution the soul is hungry to experience in this lifetime. When one person's Rahu touches another's ascendant, the physical body, identity, and life path, it creates a psychological hook that is nearly impossible to ignore. The immediate magnetic pull. At the onset of this connection, there is often a sense of instant recognition or an inexplicable fascination. The ascendant person represents the physical ideal or the gateway to the world that the Rahu person is trying to enter. To the Rahu individual, the ascendant person feels like a personification of their future, a physical manifestation of the qualities they need to develop. The ascendant person, in turn, feels strangely magnified in the presence of the Rahu person. They may feel more visible, more charismatic, or even hyped up. Rahu acts like an amplifier. It blows things out of proportion. In the early stages, this feels like an intoxicating ego boost. The Rahu person looks at the ascendant person with a hunger that can be mistaken for deep soulmate love, though it is often more rooted in a karmic hunger for the experience the other person provides. The karmic contract, taboo and transformation. Karmically, Rahu is an outlier. It represents things that are foreign, unconventional, or outside the box. When Rahu conjuncts the ascendant in Synastry, the relationship often breaks societal norms or involves two people from vastly different backgrounds, cultures, or age groups. This is a primary karmic implication. The relationship exists to pull both individuals out of their comfort zones and into a new uncharted territory of self-identity. The debt being repaid here is rarely about settling a past life account in a peaceful way. Instead, it is a dynamic debt of growth. The ascendant person has essentially agreed to be the vehicle for the Rahu person's evolution. By simply being themselves, the ascendant person provides the Rahu person with the blueprint they need to navigate their own North Node mission. However, because Rahu is a shadow planet, Chayagraha, the lesson is often shrouded in illusion, Maya. The cycle of obsession and exhaustion. As the relationship progresses, the shadow side of Rahu begins to emerge. Rahu is never satisfied. It is a head without a body, constantly consuming but never feeling full. The Rahu person may become obsessive or overly demanding of the ascendant person's time, energy, and physical presence. They may try to consume the identity of the ascendant person or mold them into an idealized version that fits their Rahu-driven desires. For the ascendant person, this can eventually become draining. They may feel like they are being seen through a distorted lens, treated as a prize or a symbol rather than a human being with flaws. The ascendant person might feel a loss of autonomy, as if their very self is being hijacked by the Rahu person's intense evolutionary needs. This is the karmic trap of the conjunction. The Rahu person seeks to gain power through the other, while the ascendant person may lose themselves in the reflection of that intense gaze. Psychological integration and the path forward. The higher purpose of this synastry is the breaking of old identity patterns. The ascendant person learns to stand firm in their identity despite being projected upon, and the Rahu person learns to integrate the qualities of the ascendant without becoming addicted to the person themselves. If the relationship ends, it often does so abruptly, leaving both parties feeling as though they have been through a whirlwind. The Rahu fog lifts, and they may wonder why they were so intensely drawn to one another in the first place. However, the internal landscape is forever changed. The ascendant person is usually left more aware of their own impact on others, and the Rahu person has been launched toward their destiny by the catalyst of the partner's identity. In summary, Rahu conjunct the ascendant is a fast-track karmic bond. It is not designed for stagnant comfort, but for a radical, often jarring expansion of the self. It is a meeting of the seeker and the gatekeeper, where the price of entry is a total transformation of how both individuals perceive their place in the world. The Rahu person often feels a sense of uncontrollable fascination or hunger for the ascendant person. To them, the ascendant person is not just a partner, but a symbol of the future they are trying to reach. Obsession and idealization. The Rahu person may project their unfulfilled desires onto the partner. They see the ascendant person as the answer to their life's purpose. A feeling of more. Rahu is the planet of expansion and excess. In the presence of the ascendant person, the Rahu person feels their own ambition and ego amplified. They feel they can take on the world, but this can lead to a high that is hard to maintain without the partner's presence. The shadow side. If the Rahu person is not self-aware, they may become manipulative or parasitic, feeding off the ascendant person's identity and energy to fuel their own sense of self. The ascendant person, the catalyst. The ascendant person experiences this connection as a profound amplification of their physical and social presence. They feel seen in a way that is both exhilarating and slightly overwhelming. Visibility and magnetism. The ascendant person feels more charismatic, attractive, and electric when they are around the Rahu person. It's as if the Rahu person is holding up a magnifying glass to their best qualities. The feeling of being consumed. Over time, the ascendant person may feel an inexplicable pressure to perform or be the ideal the Rahu person has created. They might feel like their identity is no longer their own, as Rahu's energy tends to smoke out the individual's true self in favor of a projected image. The physical toll. Because the ascendant represents the physical body, Lagna, the intensity of Rahu can actually be physically draining. The ascendant person may find they need more solitude to recalibrate their energy after being around the Rahu person's intense psychic vacuum. The shared experience. Déjà vu and sudden shifts. Both individuals often report a déjà vu feeling, a sense that they have met before or that the meeting was unavoidable. However, because Rahu is the planet of foreign things and sudden changes, the relationship may feel unconventional or taboo in some way. The connection often starts with a sudden explosion of interest, but can be prone to Rahu clouds, periods of confusion where both parties wonder if they truly know the person standing in front of them. Subscribe to Karmic Synastry channel for profound guidance on your karmic partnerships.